So today I want to focus on optimizing your physical and your digital environment to enhance your brain performance. And I'll go through them one at a time. I'll start off with physical and then I'll move to digital. And the reason is this is really important and it's often forgotten about. The spaces in which we live and that we work and we play have a really significant impact on our abilities and our focus and our overall well-being. So by creating an environment that supports and nurtures your brain, makes it a lot easier for you to perform at your best. So let's take a look first at some practical strategies for improving your physical environment, and then we'll move on to your digital environment. So when it comes to your physical environment, the first thing is declutter and organize. Now, a cluttered space can be overwhelming and it can distract your attention. So take some time to declutter and organize your physical surroundings. This means removing any unnecessary items, creating designated storage spaces, and also keeping your workspace tidy. A clean and an organized environment produces clarity and allows your brain to focus on the task at hand. Next, I want to talk to you about optimizing your lighting. Lighting plays a crucial role in brain performance. So seek out natural light wherever you can because natural light boosts our mood and it boosts our alertness. So if you can, position your workspace near windows and open up the curtains, open up the blinds and maximize that natural light intake. Now, if natural light is limited, consider using full spectrum light bulbs that mimic natural daylight. Avoid harsh or dim lighting. This type of lighting, it can not only can it cause eye strain, it can also cause cognitive fatigue, which makes it a lot harder for us just to get anything done. The next thing is ergonomics. So think about if your workspace is ergonomically designed to promote comfort and if it's designed to minimize your physical strain. Are you comfortable? Is it easy for you to do stuff? You can see I've got my sketch pad here. I've got a little stool here for where I need to sit some things. I've got everything really. I can reach out and I can grab different things that I need them when I need them. And so it's about having a space that you can really be in for an extended period of time if you need to. So this means using an adjustable chair that supports good posture and that aligns with your desk height as well. It means positioning your computer screen at eye level so that you're not looking at like this or like this or like this, and you're reducing and preventing that neck strain. And place your keyboard and mouse at a comfortable distance. Also, you can take this a step further. Look at if you can incorporate standing breaks or invest in a standing desk to avoid prolonged sitting, because this can actually negatively impact circulation and cognitive function. And if you can't do those things, think about what you can do on the go. Can you take a phone call and go for a walk? Can you have a meeting and get up and have a walking meeting as well so that we can start to get some of that blood pumping around our body? Now, the last thing I want to talk about in the physical space is noise control. Noise can disrupt concentration and it can hinder productivity. So minimize distractions by reducing background noise. Now, this means consider using noise-cancelling headphones, playing some soft instrumental music, or utilizing white noise machines to actually create a more peaceful environment. So it's not always about eliminating all of the noise. It's about bringing in the noise that is going to optimize our neural rhythms and that's going to help us concentrate. It's funny when I say white noise machines, because don't we think that sort of noise would be distracting? It actually creates more of a peaceful environment. It's got to be you've got to use the real stuff because what it does is it gets those neural rhythms and it gets your neurons coordinated in a way that makes it more peaceful and more relaxed so that we can focus more. And the same thing with soft instrumental music. We don't want words or anything like that we're going to have to think about that's going to distract us either. We want things that are going to help our brain along this learning and this focus journey. Now, if possible, you can also designate a quiet area or a room where you're able to retreat for focused work that's not going to have any noise, where you can just get down to business. So that's the physical space. Let's talk about the digital environment as well. The first thing that we talk about is a digital detox. Constant exposure to digital devices, it can be overwhelming and it can actually be really detrimental to your brain performance. So take regular breaks from screens to give your brain a chance to rest and recharge recharge. This means setting specific times during your day to disconnect from technology and to engage in activities that stimulate your brain in different ways, such as reading a book or engaging in physical exercise or engaging in face-to-face interaction. This idea of screens and the blue light that comes out, as a species, we haven't really evolved to be able to handle it yet. This is still relatively new technology that really has been around for maybe 50 years in the way that we're using it in different forms. We've been around as a species for 3,000 years. Our latest form of humans, which is Homo sapiens, we've been around for around about 3,000 years. So we haven't had a long time to adapt and evolve to screens. So don't do it too much is my advice there, and set aside times during the day to disconnect. The next thing is organize your digital files. So digital clutter, it can be just as distracting as physical clutter. So organize your digital files into logical folders and delete unnecessary files to create a streamlined and efficient digital workspace. Here's a tip as well. How do you name your files? Do you name them as, I'm in a rush, so I'm going to mash the keyboard and now that's blah, 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 blah? Or do you just name them as the first thing that pops up? You need to develop a file naming system that makes it easy to locate documents when needed. So take that extra 3 seconds and put something in. Don't get creative. Don't be like, I think I'm going to call this something really special that's really creative. It's not a marketing exercise. Write down the first thing that comes to your mind so that when you go to search for it later, you can find it. Also, let's talk about your email. You need to regularly clean up your email inbox. And if you're getting newsletters and notifications that don't serve you, unsubscribe. It's time to disconnect from that stuff. Get rid of the clutter. The third thing is to customize your notifications. We've all got things dinging and pinging all over the place, and notifications can interrupt your focus and drain your cognitive resources. Even if you're really good at saying, no, I'm not looking at it. My phone's turned over on the table. I see this. My phone's turned over. I swear I'm paying attention. As soon as we hear ding or ping or brrr, that little vibrate, that tells us there's something there that I want to know. There's something there that is now I'm going to have a little piece of my brain dedicated to thinking about what that is. So disable non-essential notifications or use do not disturb mode during focused work periods. You need to prioritize essential notifications and set specific times to check and to respond to emails and messages throughout the day. I love 10 and 2. 10 and 2 is great for me. 10, I get through everybody that's talked to me the day before. 2, maybe even a bit later, maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Anybody that's getting to me later in the day, I've still got time to respond to them. Anybody that's getting in touch with me in the last hour of my day, it's okay for them to wait for 10 a.m. the next day for the most part. So set specific times to check and respond to email and messages. And the last thing is, what are your digital boundaries? Do you have any digital boundaries? So establish boundaries to prevent digital overload and to maintain a healthy balance. And this means avoid bringing digital devices into the bedroom to promote that quality sleep. It also means set designated times for checking social media or browsing the internet to avoid that death scroll, to avoid that mindless scrolling that we all do. By consciously managing your digital interactions, you're actually going to be able to reduce cognitive overload and improve your brain's performance. So remember, your physical and your digital environment, it should be tailored to your specific needs and your specific preferences. So you need to get this right. Experiment with different setups and adjust accordingly based on what works for you. Regularly reassess and fine-tune your environment to ensure that it continues to support your brain performance goals. And so today, what I want you to do is I want you to choose one aspect, at least one aspect from the physical and the digital environment that you are going to go and optimize and that you are going to go and implement these changes in your space, whether it's decluttering, whether it's adjusting lighting, whether it's about detoxing and setting those boundaries. It's up to you. Choose one from each column and go out and do it today. Make a difference, get started, because the enemy of progress is overthought and overthinking things. Bye now.